Hello and welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is with many fresh updates and more citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: ICC to conduct a meet on possibility of allowing Pakistan to host cricket matches in UAE. Mexico detains 10 army officers on charges of corruption. Campaigning for second presidential elections gathers pace in Afghanistan. And at least 9 cases of swine flu detected in Jordan. The International Cricket Council is calling a meeting of the original host of the 2011 World Cup cricket tournament to discuss the possibility of allowing Pakistan to host its share of the World Cup matches in the UAE. The Indian Cricket Board, however, is cavilling at the proposition, arguing that Pakistan should not host its matches in another country. Sri Karim Khan from Peshawar thinks that India's insistence on depriving Pakistan of the hosting opportunity is unfair and maladroit.
This is Karim Khan, citizen journalist from Instablogs from Pakistan. During the attack on the Sri Lankan cricket team in Lahore earlier this year, it makes sense to be concerned about the security situation in the country, but Pakistan still retains its hosting rights to the World Cup of 2011. The International Cricket Council is looking to resolve this issue by moving Pakistan's share of the World Cup matches to the Emirates. However, the Indian Cricket Board is still ill at ease at this prospect only because of traditional rivalry. The security situation in Dubai and Abu Dhabi is perfectly satisfactory, and Pakistan has the legal right to host its matches in a safe part of the world. India's insistence on depriving Pakistan of hosting its World Cup matches shows that the Indian Cricket Board acts politically even in the world of sports. It is therefore commendable for the Indian cricket officials to stop bullying the International Cricket Council against Pakistan and help Pakistan fix the wrongs done in the world of sports. This is not only the call of good sportsmanship, but will also help the cricket community to prevent its time and resources from wasting away in senseless disputes.
Mexican Army has detained and its own army officers for allegedly accepting payments from a drug cartel to give tip-offs about government operations against the drug gangs. All 19 have been linked to the Sinaloa cartel that includes Joaquin El Chapo Guzman and Ismael El Mauro Zambada. Our CJ from Mexico says that this is not the first time that the army officers have been linked to the cartel.
The arrest followed the capture last month of Roberto Bertran Burgos, a cartel figure who helped oversee payoffs to officials in Mexico's government. This isn't the first time army officers have been linked to the Sinaloa cartel, but despite such incidents, many Mexicans believe President Calderon had little choice but to use the armed forces. Many of the country's 1,600 local and state police forces are corrupt and act as armed branches of Mexico's warring drug cartel. Retraining Mexico's police to better deal with the threat will take at least a decade, officials say, during which soldiers will have to bear the main burden in the war against the drug cartels.
Afghanistan is just 2 months away from holding its second presidential elections. Amid security concerns, Afghan presidential and provincial council candidates kicked off their election campaigns yesterday. CJ Kramuddin Behram from Kabul says the holding free and fair elections in peaceful conditions is a litmus test for both the Afghan authorities and the coalition forces.
This is Kramuddin Behram from Kabul on Instablogs.com. The election campaigns formally started yesterday, June 16. The presidential and provincial council candidates kicked off their election campaigns with pasting their banners and pictures in the streets of Afghanistan cities, including the country's capital, Kabul. In this election campaign, 41 presidential candidates and 3,324 provincial council candidates will fight horns against each other in the coming 2 months. The young democratic Afghanistan is just in its only second democratic election since the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan in 2001. This election, unlike the previous one, is regarded as a test case for the international community and coalition forces to prove that their efforts have borne them some fruits. This time, security issues top the election challenges as well.
At least 9 cases of swine flu have been confirmed in Jordan. 5 of the detected cases were on the same flight coming to Jordan from the United States of America. 80% of the Jordanians are expected to receive vaccinations against flu by October this year. Jawad Abu Zurek has more on the story from Jordan.
This is Wad Abu Zurek, reporting for the Instablogs from Jordan. 9 cases of H1N1 virus were confirmed in the Jordanian kingdom. Jordan discovered and announced the first case of infection on Monday, and the number quickly increased to 9 within the relatively short time of 2 days. 5 of the detected cases were on the same flight coming to Jordan from the United States of America. Patients are now receiving medical care in one of the governmental Jordanian hospitals. the National Committee for the Prevention of Epidemics has been studying options of vaccination against the virus in case of an outbreak of the flu, while an official announced that 80% of Jordanians will receive the vaccination once it is available in October, all of which seeming as a bit too exaggerated for what is, by the end of the day, a normal flu, which simply needs to be properly diagnosed and treated.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Sports.